Hello everyone, Isamu Sushi here, and I was just packing up my shed and I came across my portable brazing kit. Red is your oxygen, blue is your propane, and you can run MAP gas, the yellow can, instead of the blue. It would burn a little hotter, but I have to finish my environmental key. Now, uh, that's the original one there. As you can see, I cut a new one out of a bolt. So it started as a 3/8 inch bolt like that. And I clamped this in the chuck, spun it down till I had 5/16 shaft. That gives me my shoulder right there. Then I basically filed most of it flat and then hand filed the rest of it coming in this way. And then cut a notch in the slot in the top. Took a 3/8 inch washer, stamped my 102, polish everything up, and wedge it in there tight. But I gotta braze it or solder it. However, since I came across this brazing kit, I thought, hey, why not try to braze it and show everybody. So I don't know if this is gonna work. We shall see. Um, Usually you want a lot more heat but this is a small item, so it should be okay. Also, I'm using a new mic, and I got fans. Make sure you got plenty of ventilation. Make sure you got all the protective gear necessary: goggles, gloves, fireproof blankets, and adequate ventilation. I think that would be the majority of everything you'd need to worry about. All right, so we're going to start up our propane just a wee bit. Okay. And okay, so just a wee bit of propane. Okay, now we add a little bit of oxygen and probably blow it out. How it always works with this thing. So slowly add our oxygen till we start getting a good flame. You'll see what I mean when it starts. Hopefully you can hear me. And there we go. There's the oxygen coming in, and you can see how it burns really hot right in that center of that blue right there, or right in the tip. Hopefully you can see that okay. So basically what we are going to do, I'm going to add a little bit more propane and then a little bit more oxygen, so I got a little bit hotter or a little bigger flame. And we are going to start warming this bad boy up. Now you want to get this thing hot. It needs to be heated up and fairly evenly too. You want this thing to be pretty much hot enough to melt the metal you're brazing into it. You do not want to use the flame to melt the metal you're brazing. I'm using a powdered flux called Brazing. Hang on one second, and basically all I do, you can see it right down here, I have some in a container. All I gotta do is heat that up just a little bit, stick it in there, and you can see flux sticks right to it. Burns and melts to the brazing rod. So easy to pick up, no big deal. We just need to get this thing nice and hot. Okay, now we're starting to get hot. Now we're starting to get red hot here. Not sure if you can see that, but it melted a little bit off and it flowed right down into that crack. And we'll fill all the gaps needed. Okay. All right, now kill our oxygen, kill a little bit propane. Okay, shut our oxygen off, shut our propane off. And now we just gotta let this bad boy cool. We can wire brush it, file a little bit of excess off if needed, and polish her up. And we'll come back and show you where we're at.